Okay, so we continue where we left off. So we are looking at self-actualization keys. Self-actualization keys. So at the very peak of Maslow's theory, what we call the self-actualization needs. Self-needs. And Maslow makes a statement, an intriguing statement, that what a man can be, he must be. What a man can be, he must be. And he said this in relation to human potentials. He said this in relation to human potentials. What a man can be, he must be. So as human beings, we have all the abilities, all the capabilities, all the potentials to become. We will transcend ourselves. But most of the time, we belittle ourselves. And so according to Abraham Maslow, what a man can be, he must be that you have a lot of potentials and you must live up to your potentials. And that's what self-actualization is coming to be. So according to Abraham Maslow, what does it mean by self-actualization? It may be loosely defined as the full use and exploitation of talents, capabilities, potentialities, etc. So being able to use your talent fully, being able to use your potentials fully. So some people seem to be fulfilling themselves and to be the best that they are capable of doing. Ask yourself, if you have potentials and you're not using them, how do you feel? If you have potentials and you're not using the potentials, how do you feel? You're not happy. So according to Abraham Maslow, you need to be able to use your potentials. That is self-actualization. If you know you can do a lot to help society, you know you can do a lot to help your community, and you are just there and not doing anything, what do you do? Mr. Wilson? Mr. Wilson? Yes, good evening. And we are still on it. Please join. Please come back. We are on it. You come back. So, sorry for that. There are people who have developed or are developing to the full stature of which they are capable. So if you're able to develop yourself to the fullest, now according to Abraham Maslow, you have reached self-actualization. So self-actualizing people are self-aware. They are self-aware, concerned with personal growth. They are concerned with their personal growth, and they are less concerned with the opinion of others, and they're interested in fulfilling their potentials. This is very important. And let's look at this one very well. They're saying that people who are self-actualizing, they are self-aware. They know themselves. They know what they stand for. And they are concerned with their personal growth. They want to do something. They want to develop themselves. They want to invest in themselves. Okay? Then they care less about the opinion of other people. What people think about them is none of their business. Okay? They are trying to do what they can. They are trying to maximize their potentials. So instead of wasting your time to think about them, better think about yourself. Don't waste your time on self-actualizers. So that is self-actualizers. You don't care about your opinion. It is important to know that self-actualization is a continual process of becoming. Rather than a perfect state, it's not a perfect state. There's a continual process of becoming. Maybe you might reach it till you die. Others may reach it, others may not reach it till they die. So it is a continuous process of becoming. So Abraham Maslow said something which is nice. He said that there is no perfect human being. According to Abraham Maslow, there is no perfect human being. Let's look at the characteristics of self-actualizers. 1, they perceive reality efficiently and they can tolerate uncertainty. They perceive reality. They are real people. They know that since they are self-aware, they know reality. They know their needs and they can tolerate uncertainty. Do not allow uncertainty to frustrate them. Do not be anxious because of uncertainty. Because their motto is this one. When we get to the river, we will cross it. But if it's not there, why are we worrying ourselves? Some of us will worry ourselves unnecessarily about things that are not even there. But think about what will happen to us tomorrow. Tomorrow is not there. You can even die tonight. So why are you worrying tomorrow? Even today is there. You are not even living today, and you want to live tomorrow. Yes. All you have is this moment. Enjoy the moment, and you are living in the future. Guess what come? And they say they accept themselves and others for what they are. Self-actualizers, they accept themselves and others for what they are and not who they are. Most of us make mistakes. Whoever you are, accept yourself for who you are, for what you are, and not who you are. That is you. That is you. You try to only better yourself. You develop yourself into the person you want to be. In the process, you are made up of both good and bad. You accept yourself for what you are. Most of us accept people for who they are because they are good to us. Because they do good things for us, we accept them. The day they commit one small mistake, that is the end of their lives. We don't want to love them again. But for self-actualizers, they move on with their lives. Because without you, life goes on. That's one of their mottos. Without you, life goes on. They came to the world without you. They will die without you. That is self-actualizing. Spontaneous in thought and action. They are spontaneous in thought and action. Very important. Give a such a topic right now to deliver. He will deliver. He will have something to tell you. You not give excuses. He can't. Oh, Charlie, do this one for us. Give a lot of thanks. Oh, come on, give it to me. It's a good opportunity. Exhibit what is in me. But those with low self-esteem will give excuses. I'm not prepared. Oh, please give me time. I want to prepare. Self-actualizers, hey, it is an opportunity for them to show the substance they are made of. They are problem-centered and not self-centered. When they focus on the problem and look for solution, they don't look at personal sentiments. Some of us, we don't make difference between issues and personal sentiments. We now boom back home. Instead of us to associate the issue from the person, always add the issue to the person. It is not correct. And they have an unusual sense of humor. They are last. And life is enjoyable for them. They are last. A sense of humor. Some of us will walk on the surface of this earth as if we're the ones carrying the world. Brothers and sisters, we are not carrying the world. We cannot carry the world. People have lived and exited. One day we will also go away. Let's not carry this world. And they are able to look at life objectively. So self-actualizers are not skewed. They are not biased. They look at issues as they are. If you can't show or can't show, you are there, you move on, you move on, you're going. they look at the world objectively. They will not say that you are saying it there. They will not say life is not worth living. Self-actualization will not say that. Life is worth living. No matter the situation that you find yourself in, for a self-actualizer, life is worth living. So what behavior will lead to self-actualization? 1, experience life like a child. I love this, Maslow. Experience life like a child. And I love this one. With full absorption and concentration. Live your life like a child. Concentrate, absorb the world and concentrate. Take each day on its own merit, absorb it, and live your life. Try new things instead of sticking to safe paths. Some people, because of some issues they are going through in their life, they are stuck. They don't want to do anything again in life. You've gone to a relationship, it's broken down, and so what? You tried one thing, it didn't work out for you, and so what? Is that the end of your life? No! Try new things. Put in your best. Give off your best. The past is gone. Move ahead. Go forward. Then he said that listening to your own feelings in evaluating experiences instead of the voice of tradition, authority, or the majority. Some of us, we always evaluate ourselves by what people say we are. We always evaluate ourselves with what people say we are, what our parents say we are, what our boss say. Please, you are not what people say you are. You are not. No one knows you better than yourself. C'est pas possible. No one knows you better than yourself. So even if people see you as a rag, you are not rag. Has its own day. Every rag, one day, that rag they see you to be will be important. So please, value yourself. Respect yourself. Love yourself. And remember that you are not what people say you are. You go beyond that. Don't allow people to evaluate you. Evaluate yourself. Know your weaknesses. Move on with your life. Then I love the tip. Avoid pretense and be honest. Avoid pretense and be honest. Sometimes in my car, I'm playing music. I'll pick somebody. I'm playing my country, or what do you call it, or Kwame Eugene. What about gospel? More gospel. Can I hold you? Don't buy your car and play your gospel. This is what I want to listen. Don't buy your car and listen to your gospel. This is my car. This is what I want to listen. Or at West, get down. Go pick a taxi and go. It's my car. And you can tell me what I should do. Matthias said, let's move on. Then being prepared. Massa, being prepared to become popular if your views do not coincide with those of the majority. So in a group, when you express your views and the group doesn't take your view, what do? You are sad. You don't love me. Anytime they hate me. Master, forget about that. Don't think people should always take what you say. You express yourself. Very important. As whether they'll take it or not, it should not be a problem. Don't be a teen god on your own. You express your view. Thank God you're able to say your mind. If they take it, fine. You don't take it, move on with your life. Then the next one is take responsibility and work hard. Take responsibility and work hard. When things don't go well for you, don't blame the devil. There is no devil than you. There is no devil than ourselves. There's no devil than yourself. Unless
I hear you. I hear.
You're your own devil. So accept responsibility for your own failures and accept them for your success. So let's not blame anything on the devil. The devil itself has now changed to be a Christian. The devil is now clean. The devil is now a Christian. Attacked by my friend Destiny Amenuvo, who is a Christian now. So let's leave the devil alone. So
no. I'm changing. I'm becoming Muslim tomorrow.
wow.
Yeah.
Ahead.
I'm trying all the religions.
That of my grandmother.
I was there before. Traditionally.
Thank you very much, Destiny.
Yeah.
That is a comic relief. Then I love this G. See, trying to identify your defenses and having the courage to keep them up. You know, sometimes we all have our defenses. When things don't go well for us, instead of us to accept them, we try to rationalize them. And there are still barriers in our life. Let's accept our weaknesses. Let's accept our defenses, break them down, and work hard at ourselves. Please, let's work hard on ourselves. The Buddhist Dhammapada, my friend Destiny will remember that one. The Buddhist Dhammapada says that you can conquer millions of enemies, but if you're not able to conquer yourself, you've not done anything. The self is difficult to conquer. And so we have to grow, that we have those defenses that may not help us grow. And so let's put those defenses down, accept ourselves for who we are, and work hard at ourselves to reach self-actualization, to reach self-transcendence. And once we reach there, we will become fulfilled and be happy. If you live in this world and you're not happy, my dear brothers, it's a punishment. We are punishing ourselves. So let's look at this. Abraham Maslow did not equate self-actualization with perfection. According to Abraham Maslow, to say you are self-actualized doesn't mean you are perfect. Nobody can ever be perfect. And we made a perfect statement. Maslow, 1970, made a perfect statement. He said, there are no perfect human beings. There are no perfect human beings. And I say this one to you, young guys and girls who want to go into marriage and are still looking for that perfect guy. I say, even if you give birth to a son or your daughter and you marry her, she will not be the person you want to still. Nobody is perfect. So that's the Maslow. There are no perfect human beings. So let's work on ourselves to become the people that we want to become. It is hard work. Sometimes we are not charitable to ourselves. We judge ourselves unnecessarily. Putting ourselves, living the lives of people for them. Some of us want to live others' life for them. We live our own lives and we go in to live others' life for them. We have too many expectations for people. We don't have any for ourselves. We don't have any for ourselves. So remember, there are no perfect human beings. Let's all try to work on ourselves and reach what we call self-actualization. So self-actualization merely involves achieving one's potential. You may achieve one potential amidst all your weaknesses, but you were able to achieve what you want to achieve in this life. How did you make it? Because you did not live by other people's opinions. You didn't allow other people to live your life for you. Live your life. Good. I ask a question. What happens when these needs are not met? What happens when these needs are not met? According to Abraham Maslow, failure to have needs met at various stages of the hierarchy will lead to illness it could lead to illness, and particularly psychiatric illness or mental issues, psychopathy. And people, let me tell you, as we walk up and down, many people are sick. This country, sickness in the country, only God knows. It is increasing every day. You can see that we are getting sick every day. The country is getting sick. So sorry for that. That's a Maslow for you. Because our needs are not met. Individuals whose physiological needs are not met, they die or become extremely ill, or they get involved in antisocial activities. So when the need for food is not met, when the people are hungry, they have no money to make a basic needs, they will take guns and kill us and take our monies. So criminal behavior can result from this. We sit there and blame prostitutes. We blame them that they are sinners. They should go and die. They should go and die. They have nothing to eat, no employment. What should they do? When they have something they can sell, they will go and sell and get the money. So they are also selling. Just as you sell coconut, you sell fish, you render service, they are also selling. And you know, sex is a basic need. So those who are not getting the women, they go and buy. So don't blame the prostitutes. See their situation in a broader social perspective. And let's hope that our country, Africa, will be able to have these poor ones to meet their basic needs. When safety needs are not met, stress may occur. That's when we're able to meet our psychological needs. We have what we call post-traumatic stress disorder, and this can be terrible. It can be terrible. Can lead to a lot of the depression, anxiety. They all come in. Individuals who do not feel love or belonging, who don't feel love, who don't feel belong, they may experience depression or anxiety disorder. These are all forms of psychopathy. Sometimes people feel that no one loves them. And because no one loves them, they will self-isolate. And in this process, they go into depressive disorder, or they go into anxiety disorder. Please, love yourself. When you love yourself, you will not think that people don't love you. Reach out. If people don't love you, love them. So, just within a week, I'll put something there. That if you meet somebody who have no smile, give yours to him or her. Give yours to him or her. Expect to love when you are not ready to love. When you want love, please give love. Want, give want. If you want to belong, allow others to belong also. These are important. Let's continue. Lack of esteem or the inability to self-actualize may also contribute to depression and anxiety. Then we are saying that unmet needs can lead to feelings that we consider negative. Anger, confusion, disappointment, frustration, hopelessness, irritation, sadness, loneliness, and embarrassment. So let's know that addicts of all forms, alcohol addicts, drug addicts, they have unmet needs. And a way of meeting those needs is to resort to those substances. And that's why anytime you're doing addiction counseling, don't focus on the substance, focus on the background to the addiction. Then you get to know that the person you are dealing with has a lot of unmet needs. And to help the person, you first have to help him meet those unmet needs, a lot of issues. So Maslow suggests that unmet needs help explain difficult behavior patterns. So people who have difficult behaviors, please, they have a lot of unmet needs. You go in there, you get to know that these people were brought up by single parents or a grandmother, no mother, no father, they are street children, and they are all those things. And that's why I said that if you want to marry, please know the background of the man or the woman you are dealing with before you start judging the person. Because you sitting there might have had a mother or father to bring you up. That person didn't have the same upbringing. People have had difficult upbringings, and to reflect in their lives unmet needs, and they will have emotional and psychological difficulties, like co-parties. And we don't understand these things, and we worry ourselves unnecessarily. Let's not worry ourselves. Let's take life simple. To conclude, Maslow's set of needs as hope in a human person as being capable of achieving their potentials. For Abraham Maslow, the human person has the potential to achieve what they want to achieve. People criticize it, but the merits are higher. We need to focus on this theory as we grow. Focus on ourselves, focus on our strength, accept who we are, build on our potentials, and one day reach self-actualization. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, and God bless us all. Amen.
Amen.
Mute ourselves for a short discussion. Unmute yourself for a discussion.
Amen.
Good. Can you unmute yourself for a discussion? Any questions? Any contributions?
Good evening, Father.
Good evening, Sarah. How are you? How are you? Please, can you unmute yourself if you have any question? If you have any question, please kindly let's discuss. Anything for discussion, any contribution, any questions?
So, Father.
Yes, Father.
No, yeah. So now you can call me Sheikh.
Yeah, Sheikh,
yeah. So now, yeah, Sheikh, I'm Sheikh. Now you are a Catholic priest.
Okay,
You said sex, you are a Catholic priest. You said sex is a basic need. And now you have been deprived of that. So what do you do? You are a sex. Yeah.
Who did that?
I want to sue your church. I'll join Baku, and I will sue your church for depriving you of your basic needs.
You see something? I've been saying something. Sometimes I observe some behavior of some celibates, and you can see that some of them behave awkwardly. Some of them behave awkwardly, and it's because of that deprivation. Some of them, they find it difficult to laugh. And it is because of that, but your child will not accept it. You take say this one to go. Anyway, see me in chambers. There are small girls here.
Okay. Okay, Father.
If you are going to anything, Letitia, in your village, you have network in your village. That's what I am in the presentation there. No, that we are point. Yes, any other? Please ask questions. Ask questions.
Good evening, Father.
Good evening.
Hope you are doing well.
Very well. You can see.
Yeah, I can see that. And thanks for this wonderful
I'm in
presentation.
town. You are in Asangregua.
We are also enjoying ourselves over here.
Why not? Why enjoy your life? You are allowed to your life.
Life is good, LG.
Why not?
Yeah, Father, some of us joined in a little bit late. I don't know if we can get the recorded version later on so that we can.
Sure. I'll put it on the platform.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yes, a full lecture.
But it's a nice lecture.
Pardon?
It's a very nice lecture.
Thank you. I'll put it for one day.
All right.
Any other? But Bruce. But my friend, anything for us?
Hello.
Yeah, doctor.
Yes,
anything?
Father.
Yeah, doctor, yes.
I'm here. I joined very late. Forgive me.
Sorry for that.
It's okay. I would listen to the recorded version.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll put it on the platform so you can listen to it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Renard Abaka, it's good you're here. Renard, anything for us?
Yeah. Okay. I think even though I was having challenges with my network, the few part that I listened to, I think it was a wonderful presentation. Thank you very much, Father.
Merci beaucoup. Loveland, Loveland, Fiabe. Aigbe Mafia. Loveland said, how can one differentiate between his or her needs and wants to live an optimal life? See, how can one differentiate between his or her needs and wants to live an optimal life? Loveland, it's not too clear. If you can omit yourself and explain it to me. Loveland. No, you see, at first, actually, the Maslow at first said that without meeting the lower needs, you cannot meet the higher needs. That was his earliest theory. But later on, he changed his stance by saying that, okay, sometimes you will be able to meet all the lower needs, but some people can meet some of the higher needs, okay? Depending upon perhaps the environment and where you are, you may be able to meet them. But when you have too much of deprivation, it will not even give you the mental capacity to even reach to the growth needs. When, for instance, if you deprive yourself of sleep, how will you be healthy to pursue the esteem needs or the love needs? And let me tell all about this one. That in Ghana and in Africa, for instance, when people are not able to meet their needs, their basic needs, it's difficult for such people to even love, to even belong. Because one person only walk to and I'll buy it to one not do my so sika. But you guys don't eat love. You tell them that you don't eat love. It's money you're looking for. And the man should go and look for money. And you're saying that he's so romantic. How can he be romantic when he has no money? So if you guys want love, reduce your insistence on money. It's too much. You push the men too much. Destiny, come in.
Yeah, so I think I'm trying to look through what Loveland is asking.
Okay.
He's asking if how we can differentiate between our needs and wants in order to live an optimal life. It's a wonderful presentation. Yes. Okay. I think that we should look at his person very critically, because there are some people who, instead of looking out for their needs, will always be aiming at their wants and even sometimes paying spending on what is you can describe as their wants.
Good.
And to the neglect of what their needs are, and they never live an optimal life. I just give another example. Let's say somebody goes to rent an apartment where he's paying like $2,000 a month in an apartment, and you are living alone. You are living alone, and you go to rent, let's say, a 3-bedroom apartment. You can call that a want to live in a 3-bedroom apartment alone at $2,000 a month. See, that is a want to live in that kind of luxury. Meanwhile, you could have gotten a decent accommodation that would have cost you about 2,000 Ghana cedis a month, and you would have saved, so $2,000 is about 10,000 Ghana cedis. Now, that is a want. And the need for shelter is so paramount in everybody's life, okay? So you can go for an apartment that will cost you 2,000 Ghana cedis. It could be a 2-bedroom apartment in a decent area, still 2,000 Ghana cedis. So that is, achieving or meeting your need, which is need for shelter. Then with your balance of data, you can start saving and build yourself a very comfortable dwelling, which you would say that you are living an optimal life. But the person rents an apartment, 2,000, and never feels that he's living an optimal life. So truly, we really need to differentiate between our needs and our wants as we progress in life. I think that is a point that one understands.
Yes, because some of us, it comes even to technology, gadgets. And a whole lot of things are happening. So thank you very much. Dear friends, our time is almost up, and we are going to have a series of webinars. I think it's almost every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we have a webinar. So please, those who can join, kindly join us for these webinars. The intention is to build our capacity as members of Psychohealth Consult before you can reach out to others. We first want to build your capacity as members so you have the strength to reach out to other people. And that's why we have lined up all these things for you. And we're also planning to have trips. Almost every month or 2 months, you go to a place, chill small, and come back and sleep as if you've not done anything. These are packages.
Yes. I like that. I like that.
That's my boss.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Including us Muslims.
It's very necessary.
Yes. So we'll not allow anyone to frustrate us. So please go to our Google platform and register as members. So till we meet again next time, thanks for joining us today, and do have a good night. Bye to everybody.
Same to you.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.